Hey, this is Skel with your dose of 80s goodness, Undercover, the show where we look at great VHS covers and check if they are true to the film they're trying to sell. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we're checking out something called Final Hit. No, not bad. I'm getting an urban warfare, female Terminator and Rambo vibe here, right? This clearly looks like a pure product of the 80s. Dumb, exploitative and fun. Let's take a look. Final Hit, also known as Too Hot to Handle, tells the story, and I quote, of the sexy adventures of international hit lady Samantha Fox involved in James Bondish escapades in Manila. So yeah, as you can see, this has no urban warfare, no female Terminator and no Rambo vibe at all. But once the disappointment vanishes, we get a pretty decent exploitation grindhouse film that Quentin Tarantino wouldn't kick off his bed. The story is all over the place and we're just kind of going from one kill set piece to the next. You can forget about your character development here, but there are enough different locations as well as costume changes and interesting kills to keep our attention. The kills are all pretty original, although sometimes a bit confusing, and something I didn't expect, there's quite a lot of nudity in this flick too. So Final Hit is clearly a 70s film, split screen included, and does work for what it is and really scratches that grindhouse itch. The art on this VHS cover does something that was quite trendy in the early video store days. Take an old movie and 80-fy the cover art, masking the film's age from the viewer. So Final Hit's cover versus film earns a 5 out of 10. The cover looks okay, but it misrepresents the film completely and sets the viewer up to huge disappointment. The film itself deserves a 6 out of 10. If you watch it as what it was intended to be, a pure low-budget trashy exploitation flick, you'll be satisfied. Don't get me wrong, the cover is kinda cool and the film not half bad, but the divide between cover and film is just too big and is closer to false advertising than shameless one. Speaking of shameless advertising, do check out our regular animated series Skel and Ori, where you can find out what video game characters from the 90s are up to today in the real world. Watch it on our YouTube channel, and we also have other shows about 80s, 90s flicks and retro video games. The link is in the description. Bam! Thanks for watching Undercover. I'm Skel and I bid you a very fond farewell.